if you're one of those people that's like, everybody's having their rituals all around me, and my ritual is to be alone, that is really brutal. Because those rituals, they tell us something about ourselves. They tell us something about the state of our lives. Hey everybody, welcome back to Deep Space. My name is Ben. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor, and this is Deep Space. This is a channel that we've created to talk about the things in life that are the deeper things, the things that matter. And today we're going to be talking about something that I'm hearing a lot about lately. I'm sure it's something that you are all having your own experiences with. The holidays. So for some of you, happy holidays and enjoy this most wonderful time of the year. And for others, hey, I'm with you in that there's some hard things in this, right? So I thought we would talk a little bit about the difference between the two and kind of what makes the holidays great and what makes the holidays kind of the worst. And you know, as I was thinking this through, I started to realize a lot of them are the same things. It just kind of depends on how it goes. It depends on what's there. So let's jump in. So I've got 5 things that make the holidays kind of awesome and magical and awful and horrible, depending on how they go in your life and depending on sort of how they hit you. So number 1, stress, right? One of the things that makes the holidays what they are is just the amount of activity. There's a ton going on. There's so much, there's just it. Like your social calendar, the stuff, the things that just need to get done, the preparation work, all of that, depending on your perspective, is either just like, yeah, energy, the excitement of the holidays, or it's just a lot of work. My wife calls the holidays the year's biggest project. Like, it's just a lot of work to put it all together. Parents, like we have the little ones, it's a lot to just put together for them. So the amount of activity, the amount of stuff going on, the amount of change in your schedule and your routine, all of that is just, it can be really stressful. Next is issues with food. If you're one of those people that, hey, the holidays roll around and you can't wait to just stuff your face with pie and all kinds of chocolate and fun stuff, then awesome, happy holidays. Enjoy stuffing your face. It's really fun. But for a lot of people, that ends up being sort of like the first one. It ends up being really stressful. The food issues, just what to do with how much I eat, what to do with what's being offered to me, resisting eating poorly, or for some people, you know, the issues that they have with food, about restricting food, or about the ways that eating more than typical impacts the way they feel about themselves. That can be a really stressful thing that people look right on the calendar and go, oh, shoot, it's September. Right around the corner is going to be this influx of opportunity for my issues with food to play themselves out. Another thing that is particularly powerful about this time of year, expectations. Expectations can jack with our heads, right? And the holidays are these moments that we build up, and for some people, for some of us, we're building it up to be this, where you have these expectations that the thing is going to be amazing. It's going to be the most wonderful time of the year. It's going to be the best. For other people, there's expectations that are more like dread. For the side of that's like, yay, the holidays are the best. For the people that really enjoy the holidays, they're dialing into that joy that comes from looking forward, anticipation to what's coming next, the time to get together with people, the presents, the excitement, all of that. But for other people, there's an expectation that they sit with that's just like a low burning dread. And that expectation just kind of lingers and looms over their heads. So for those of you that have high expectations of joy for the holidays, happy holidays. And for those of you that have dread, then we're with you in that too. And you should know that you're not alone in that. The other thing with expectations too is that they really often just set us up for disappointment. And so for a lot of people, the holidays, there's this unrealistic expectation that it's going to be absolutely magical. This happens a lot with our kids, where it's kind of pumped up to be this day, especially like Christmas Day, is gonna be it, right? This is the only day that really matters. Like, this is the biggest day of the year. And so there's these expectations that our minds are gonna be just completely blown, and we're gonna be happy that we come through, that on that day, everything will be good, everything will be happy. And guess what? It's not always that way. And so that can set us up for something kind of stressful. One, managing the expectations in the first place, but then two, when those expectations aren't met, that's can be kind of tricky, that can be kind of challenging. So the holidays have a special power. Every year, at this time of year, we engage in family rituals we have in these moments, in these next couple of weeks coming up, we have these days that are traditions that are sort of set, that we replicate. That can be a really, really good thing, right? Family rituals can be really, really healthy. They can really make us they bring color, they bring texture to our calendar, to our year. There's something that we look forward to, sometimes with expectations that don't get met, so that's that whole thing. But in a lot of ways, there's something that we can kind of orient around. It's like, okay, this is sort of our reset day, our reset season, where we all kind of come together and we do what we do every year. That's really, really good if those rituals are good and if they're positive, they have positive associations with them. If those rituals are hard, then the holidays can end up being really hard. Or if there aren't those rituals, if you're one of those people that's like, everybody's having their rituals all around me and my ritual is to be alone, that is really brutal. Because those rituals, they tell us something about ourselves. They tell us something about the state of our lives. Sort of like it's a check-in, it's an assessment. Who's in our lives and whose lives are we in? We assess that. What is our life like? A lot of it, when we're in the grind of August, when we're in the grind of February, we're not really thinking in those terms. But when it comes to the holidays, it's sort of like a day to reflect and to look back and say, okay, so what's my life right now? If that's a positive thing, if you feel really good about that, hey, happy holidays, enjoy that. But for a lot of us, that's a really challenging thing. That's a time of reflection, and we're reflecting on things that are really painful. So, stress, food, expectations, rituals, positive or negative, set the tone for, is it happy holidays or is it, oh my word, I've got to get through this. The next one that can be really a challenge or really great, depending on your circumstances, is family. The holidays are a time where we get together. If your family, if you adore your family, if you love spending time with them and you just can't get enough throughout the year, and hey, look, we have this concentrated time, happy holidays. Enjoy it, enjoy being together, enjoy being with each other. If families are hard for you, then you're looking at the calendar going, oh shoot. If family for you is not positive, then the holidays are going to be a chance for you to face something difficult, and that can be a really hard thing. So those of you who are thinking about the holidays are the best time ever, have some empathy for people who are super stressed out, who are having all kinds of wonky issues with food where they're like, oh great, now I've got to manage all of that, who are having to manage other people's expectations or having expectations of dread themselves, who are just about to engage in a ritual that they don't enjoy or no ritual at all, which just shows there's no one in their life right now. And then they're going to go either spend time with family that's hard for them, or they're going to not spend time with family at all. That's pretty hard. That's no joke to do that. And think about this. This is the thing that is really important to have empathy for. As they're doing all of that, they have to watch while everybody else goes and has the time of their lives. One of the things that we do during these rituals, when we get together and we assess our year, is we're also pulling up all of the memories of the holidays that we've been through before. Our brain is really just enjoys and works on the principle of association really powerfully. So like you'll have associations as simple as the weather. Well, hey, the weather's really similar every year. Associations based on flavors. I'm drinking hot cider, or I'm eating food that I normally only eat at the holidays. Smells, just being back at your parents' house, or smells of the Christmas tree. Like all those things bring up memories. So if you've had a lifetime of really cool, positive holiday memories, then when that comes around, oh my word, the Christmas lights in the streets and the sounds of Christmas carols and music, it all just brings back all this joy, and it's really, really great for you. If you got beat around the holidays because mom was stressed and didn't have a healthy relationship with food, and she was trying to manage expectations, and rituals were a mess, and and you got hit during that time, or dad would fly off the handle and get super, super drunk every holiday and get scary, if it was associated with times where people are coming from out of town who abuse you, like stuff like that, you gotta face that each holiday while everybody else is having the absolute time of their life. And that really does suck. That's just a hard contrast. Like, I hope if nothing else, what we can take away from this video is those of you who are having an awesome time with the holidays, happy holidays. I love that, and I hope that it's a blast for you, but have some empathy too for people that are having a hard time with it, because there are some natural difficulties that come with this season. So that's the moral of the story. If you're one of those people that's struggling with this, or even if you're one of I shouldn't even talk in those terms, because it's not black and white. It's not like you love the holidays or you hate the holidays. Maybe you do or maybe you do, but usually most of us are kind of in between. We have a mix of the two. Yeah, we love the activity level, but boy, it's kind of stressing me out. Yeah, I love all this food, but boy, I don't feel great right now, or I don't feel good about myself, whatever. Or yeah, I love looking forward to stuff. I love the expectations. It's really great, but at the same time, well, it's tough to manage them with my kids who are what did my daughter ask for Christmas the other day? It was like, I think she asked for an airplane. Some little June bug. She asked for something that was just like, this is crazy. And managing that and trying to keep everybody happy, it's pretty tough. But at the same time, there's really today the same one, June bug, leaving to go to the grocery store, stopped and she kept looking on the roof, and I was like, baby, what are you doing? She's looking for Santa on the roof. Like, how sweet is that? Like, there's good stuff in those expectations too. And also the rituals, right? The rituals where we engage with family and we reflect on the year. We reflect on our lives. It brings us deeper into ourselves as we work through a season where we have a lot of associations and a lot of memories, right? So be aware that that's not something that is just purely awesome or purely awful for most people. That for most of us, we're experiencing a bit of a mix in there that, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and there's some really hard things in it too. Just know that if you're one of those people that falls more on the end of the spectrum where it's like, man, the family issues, my heart is with you. And I just want you to know that I see that, I get that, and I hope that you do too. And I hope you can see it in a way that helps you to have some compassion on yourself, to get through the next couple of weeks, this holiday season, with some self-care. I hope that you can do it in a way that you're not getting down on yourself for having a hard time where everybody else is happy. That's not because you're crazy. It's not because you're bad at this. It's not because you're melancholy or just aren't doing the holidays right. It's because there are some implicit difficulties in this season, and they're extra hard when everybody else around you seems to be having the time of their life. If you're one of those people, my heart is with you. I hope there's some comfort in knowing you're not alone in that. That's really, really common. It's super common for people to struggle with this time of year. Be aware of it as it comes. Be aware of it. Be aware of it as you work your way through the season, so you can handle it without attacking yourself and being aggressive and saying like, I hate myself for not enjoying this. Work on some self-care. Like, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself during this season. Look out for you, because you know better than anybody that it can be hard. And for those of you that are going to have an absolute blast this holiday, awesome. Party hard. Have a blast. Know that I love you too. And that for those of you that I get to spend time with over the next couple of weeks, I cannot wait. I'm really looking forward to it. But as I do, just know that my heart is with you, even in the sides of this. Like when we connect, and I'm really excited, and we're all happy, and the kids are all going nuts with Christmas music and hot cider and stuff. Just know that I also am with you in the background of like, there's some challenges right now. And I'm with you in those things too. We don't have to talk about them. We can if you want, but just know that I get it and I love you. And I'm with you in all of it. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope this holiday season is healthy for everybody. I don't know how many videos I'm going to get out over the holidays. I love you. Thanks for joining me here at Deep Space. If this is something that you're into, hit subscribe. Feel free to share this with anybody that's going through some holiday blues, that maybe needs a little bit of empathy, a little bit of validation that this is maybe not, that it's not all up in their head and that these things can be hard. So love you guys. Thanks for joining me here on Deep Space. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.